All right, wait. Now, this one is a big one. This one is really, really, this is a response which I die to respond to. These are the comments which I die to respond to, and you need to hear this. Now, this one has come from a guy whose name, fake name, obviously, he calls himself Yoshida Karimaru. Yoshida. It sounds more like a karate chop. Yoshida Karimaru. So anyway, but it's not a Japanese or Chinese, Japanese. As if you read this, he has put quite a lot which I want to dissect and I want to answer. Okay. Before I do speak, I want to give you a very big disclaimer. I want you to know that I have a lot of friends who are Emiratis, that is citizens of UAE. I have a lot of friends who are there. I've been there for 40 years, as you know. And my mentor was Emirati. There are people who actually are in touch with me, who even donate to my channel, who are Emirati Arab Local. So, first and foremost is, there's no hatred to Emirati locals. I think they're amazing. However, this being a video where, people can bash each other up in terms of opinions, he has given me his opinion, which I think I must respond to. So, it's going to be fun. So, take it from the spirit of, just as a debate. Okay. So, this guy, he's Yoshida Karimaru, whose real name is not that. So, this is what he says. First, he says, Loy, I am a Emirate local. Okay, instead of saying I'm an Emirati local, he says, Loy, I'm an Emirate local. And then he puts an actual in capital letters. Capital letters means to shout, I'm local. I'm local. So, my response, since I want to respond to every sentence of his, since he says I'm an Emirate local, my dear friend, it's my uneducated friend. It's not Emirate local. It's a Emirati local. So you're not an Emirate local. You're an Emirati local. And the second part, you're shouting, I'm local. So, here's something just to put in your small little pea brain. Globally, there is no such nationality as local. Okay? There's no such identification. I'm local. If you go to Germany or United States or Europe, or anywhere in Europe or UK or India or Thailand, you go and say, I'm local. They'll say, you're local what? Local water buffalo? Local moron? What? So there's no such thing as I'm local. This term is only familiar for people in UAE because they say, I'm local, local, And, shouting and screaming and saying, I'm local, it sounds more like saying, I'm camel. I'm a camel. So you're a camel, so what? If you just imagine, you go to someone, I'm a guy. So you're a guy. So, oh, I'm man. So, I'm Ahmed, Khalid, Gabula. So, so if you're a local, so what the fuck, is it a badge of achievement or something? So you shouting I'm local is like someone shouting I'm camel. I am a camel. Okay, so local maybe for you is big thing. For us, normal people, it's funny. And if you shout I am local, guess what? I am international. So if you actually technically look at it, local is small. Like if you say, I work for a local company, I have a local product. But if you say, I work for an international company, I have international product. So imagine the difference. Local. It's like local, but international. So my dear friend, you're only local. Okay. So first thing is, remember, shouting and screaming that you're local is not a badge of honor. It's actually insult. Okay, that's number one. Second one, he says, I'm an actual local. Now, I don't know if there's something called actual local and inactual local. It's like, for example, if you say, I'm camel. So, and then you say, I'm an actual camel. So, what is actual camel supposed to be? So, You're an actual local. So what is it? It actually sounded to me like you're an endangered species. You're a species that is dying, the last of the Mohicans. Like it's like saying, I'm the last of the local shokals. And see, here's one more thing. If you are really a proud local, if you're really proud, instead of having this name, Yoshida Karimaru, okay, you would have had your real name. For example, it's like saying, I'm a proud local. I'm a proud local, okay? But my name is Lord Richardson Maximilian. Can you see the difference? It's like you're saying, I'm a proud Muslim, but my name is Richardson Donganary Iliam Joseph. Do you see the discrepancy? See, put your real name. Listen, my local shokal, put your real name. Maybe your real name is Khalid Abdullah Rasgullah Faluda Khalil bin Kabus Al Hamus bin Fatush Al Shawarma bin Balushi bin Camel Kaka Al Viagra bin Gandu bin Camel Hairy Bolus bin Scrotum Rectum Al Vagina Al Asful Al Bustard Al Fakr bin Karchai. Well, even if that is your real name, put your real name. Why the fuck are you putting Yoshida Karimaru? It's like saying, I'm donkey, but my name is horse. I am a proud donkey, hee-haw, but my name is horse. It doesn't match. So you be Khalid, Abdullah, Rasgullah, Shawarma, Balushi, Hamus, Kabus, anything. But be even if you're Al Bajina Al Asol bin Bustard Al Fakr Al Karchai, even if you're that, just be you. Like, see, I'm Loy Machedo. Okay, many people say Loy Mosquito, Loy Mother Chot, Loy, but I'm proud of it. It's okay. So don't be ashamed of your name. Even if you're Muhammad Ali Al Pali, or your Balushi, or your Rostamani, or your Falushi, anything. Just be yourself. Okay? So, next one. And then you say, as an actual local, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, you are a local of a tiny, small city, which is not even a dot on a fucking world map. You're a citizen of that dot. If you see China, if you see the world map, because maybe you don't have that education or that understand. You see China is so big. You see Russia is so big. You see United States so big on the world map. You see Dubai, it's like, you have to see, where is Dubai? Okay, USA is here, Russia is here, China is here. Even India you can see, even India is like, Dubai is like, where? It's like a small dot. And that also, Dubai is even a smaller dot. Okay. So I understand maybe you're feeling very insecure and small. Okay. So then you say, as a local, everything you say about UAE is not true. You're right. As a local, everything I say about UAE is not true, but most of the things are. Okay. So let's see what you have to say. So as per your letter, you're saying, without the UAE, you are nothing. Let me give you news flash. Without the UAE, you are nothing. Think again what I said, okay? Without the UAE, you local chokal, you are nothing. Think about it. For example, who would pay your big salary? Who would tolerate your nonsense? Who would give you money to come late to office? Who would give you money to pray 5 times a day? Hello, I have to go pray. Okay. Which country in the world would employ locals? Since you said you're a local. Which country in the world would give you, most of the Emiratis, they want a 10,000 dirham salary after graduating from college. I can challenge you on this. Take it from me. You go to Europe, UK, US, Germany, Even Thailand, even India, even Pakistan, even Bangladesh, you go anywhere in the world, not a single local would be even given a job in McDonald's. Forget that. They wouldn't be even given a job to jhadu. You know what is jhadu? Is to clean, sweeper. Why? Because you don't know how to even fucking sweep. The only thing you know is, I'm local. I am local. Fadal. The only thing I understand that some of you are good at is stamping. Give me paper. Paper. Stamp. Okay. Paper. Stamp. And for that, I understand that you get 8,000 or 10,000 dirham salary. Okay. Understand this much. You're telling me without UAE, I'm nothing. The fact is, without UAE, you are nothing, because nobody would give you a job. Nobody would give you a free bank loan. You wouldn't get a four-wheel drive. You wouldn't get free housing, free electricity, free water, free hospital. You wouldn't get, all these facilities which you're getting. So instead of telling me, without UAE, you're nothing. Without UAE, my friend, you are nothing. You have to put the sheikh's balls on your head and walk. You have to be grateful for them. You have to bend over for them, because they are so generous. They are taking care of pieces of shit like you, because you are useless. So instead of looking at you, hey, you are nothing without UAE, you are nothing. I'm challenging you this. If UAE doesn't exist, your local what? Your local nothing. Your local shokal. And Dubai or UAE is a dot compared to China, compared to USA. In fact, if you go to some countries, you go to even Thailand here, you say, I'm from UAE. UAE? You? What? People don't know UAE. But if you say, I'm from Dubai. Dubai. Allah, you say, then they'll say, okay. You're from some Arab land. Okay. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, instead of looking at me and saying, without UAE, you are nothing, my challenge to you, without UAE, you are nothing. You're Emirati local shokal, no? The only way you can identify yourself, if you tell someone, I'm from camel country, camel. Or the only way an Emirati can be recognized, if you tell them, I am from, where this big building, very big buildings. And they'll be like, huh? Then you just tell them, the world's biggest erection, huh? The big one. You're from Dubai. Okay, that big building is there, a finger pointing up. So that biggest erection is where people will recognize you. I'm not exaggerating. Tell me, what other thing is Dubai known for, apart from that erection? What? Shopping mall? Okay. Anything else? Nothing. Even Burj, what is that? Burj Al Arab. Now people even don't talk about that. So the only thing you're known for is a twing and shopping mall. Okay? So without UAE, you are nothing. Not me. Forget me. Okay. Next one is, without UAE, you will be nothing but one of the million South Indian men wishing to bust a hot load deep in some white expat through force, of course. Okay. Let me break it down. So without UAE, you are nothing, which I answered, but one of the million South Indian men. The million South Indian men which you're talking about, are you talking about Yusuf Ali, who is worth $4.3 billion in UAE, whom the UAE government gave a free gold card for life? Is that the South Indian men you're talking about? Are you talking about Azad Bhupan, whom Gulf News, Khalid Stamps, all the papers advertise, hey, Indian men are staying here, we have given the visa for them to be here, free visa, don't go. Or is it B.R. Shetty, who's another South Indian man? Or is it Mohan Lal, that same South Indian man, who purchased a full fucking floor in that erection of yours, that Burj Khalifa? Are you talking of the same South Indian men? Yes. See, the thing is, this is a sad fact for you. 90% of all the business is owned by those South Indian men who you're talking about. And you're talking about wishing to bust a load, hot load, or come in some white ass. We don't need to put in white ass. We are putting it in your ass. Because without our South Indian men, where is UAE? What is the population of Emirati in UAE? Simple question. Okay, simple question. How many Emirati there in UAE? In the full population of 9 million, how many Emirati there? Dot. As it is, UAE is a dot. Dubai is another dot of the dot. And in that dot, how many Emiratis are there? Hardly anything. In fact, your Emiratis are now going and fucking around with other nationalities. They are getting married to other nationalities. They are not marrying. Nobody wants to marry between Emirati. They want to marry Filipina, Russian, American. No, they don't want to. Okay, they marry all other nationalities. Why? Because Emiratis don't get along with Emiratis. That's a sad fact. So, you are talking about South Indians. Let me give you another fact. The number of educated, huh? Basic education in Kerala is at least 100 times or 500 times or 1,000 times more than Dubai. In fact, let me tell you this. The number of business people, if you compare to South, only Kerala, forget South India. South India is very huge. I'm just taking Kerala. Okay? The number of business people in South India is 1,000 times more than Dubai. Emirati, if you compare Emirati local, since you want to brag about that versus South Indian men, the amount of money that South Indian people have is much more than even your ruler. That much money South Indians have. And the amount of talent, the amount of discipline, the amount of experience, you can't compare. Your Emirati is just a tot. And one more thing, one last thing. You're talking of, oh, you're wishing to bust a hot load deep. My dear South Indians, they are more worried about money, career, taking care of family, their future, education. This bust load deep, this is all nonsense. This is immature talk. And this may be big thing for you. For UAE Emirati, they might feel white is so big, so great. If you actually look at the unemployment in the West, it's going everything from 5 to 18%, which is very, very high. So for Emiratis, for Arabs, they feel white is, very great. White. What white? If you actually travel, see, the problem is you're a small frog in a small well. So you think, you've seen the world. Go outside UAE. Go outside UAE. Go outside UAE anywhere and say, I'm local. They'll just give one slap and they shut the fuck up. Go shout, I'm local. Who the fuck do you? They'll say, you're local what? A jackass? And here's one more thing. When you travel, you'll see the number of white people who are unemployed. You'll see white people who are beggars on streets. You see white people who are working small jobs. It's not as glamorous as you think. The problem is because you have a small brain and you live in a small little piddly place where you think white is big. The reality, my friend, is white is not all that great. See, the sadder problem is you are fucking racist. It's true. You are fucking racist. That's why, the white load and all that. That's all, small brains. Your upbringing, your values is all fucked up. For you, you might feel white is great. If you travel, you'll come to know skin color doesn't matter. So you need a little bit of education. And more than that, you need to respect people, which you're not being taught, which is very clear with the way that you're read. Anyway, coming back. Next one, you say, everything you owe, everything you are, you owe to the UAE. Your value is based off the UAE brand. This is what you've said. So everything I am, I owe to the UAE. Now, let me break it down for you. Let's imagine I was a beggar. Would you have said that? If I was a beggar, would you say, everything you are because of UAE? No, you would not associate you being a local. You would not associate a beggar to UAE. Let's say, example, I was jailed or I was a drug addict or I was a bad guy or a pedophile or a loser. Would you say, whatever you are is because of UAE? No, you'll be like, you'll distance yourself. No, we don't know this. We don't know this. We don't know this man. This failure, this drug addict, it's him. It's his actions. Why? Because everybody likes to associate themselves with good things and disassociate themselves with bad things. So now the reason why you're associating UAE with me, everything I am, is because I am more successful than you are. You know that I am much more popular, maybe much more richer, much more everything than you are. So for you, that is jealousy. You can't bear that. And that is why you're saying everything you are is because of UAE. Because if I was useless, a nothing, a nobody, you'd have never associated. That is why even parents, even people, when someone is big and rich and, oh, everything because of me, because of me. But if that same person was a pedophile or drug addict or a jail, they wouldn't say, oh, well, he's a pedophile because of me. He's a drug addict. No, nobody would do that. So what you're trying to do is, you're trying to take the greatness or the achievements that I have and associate it to UAE. So let me give you a perspective. Now you're saying everything you are is because of UAE. Okay. So let's take the good and bad. So what is UAE? UAE is an Islamic country that follows Islam, that follows the values of Islam. I'm sure you'll agree with me on that. So if I go as per your sentence, everything you are, you have said this, huh? Everything you are is because of UAE. I am a womanizer. I was a womanizer. So that should be because of UAE. And UAE is an Islamic country which follows Islam. So I'm a womanizer thanks to UAE. I had sex with prostitutes, which some of you know is because of UAE. I had sex with a couple of lady boys. So is that the values of UAE, the values of Islam? I masturbate. Is that because of UAE? And best part, I am an atheist. Is that because of the values of UAE? Is that because of UAE? Is that because it follows Islam? So you'll say, no, Loy. No. That prostitution, we don't endorse that. Atheism, we don't. So what are you trying to cherry pick only the good side? In fact, look at my face. I'm fucking tattooed. Is that because of UAE? Is that the values that Sheikh Mohammed is trying to say? Okay, prostitution, tattooing, atheism. Do you think that would be the values of UAE? That would be what, because of UAE, you said? So, think about what you said. You said everything you are. This is what I am. Womanizer, atheist, sexual pervert. All this is because of UAE? You need to eat your own words. Coming to the next one. You say, without the UAE brand, you would be nothing. Guess what? Right now, I'm not living in the UAE. I don't need the UAE. Nothing about UAE. So, how is my brand related to UAE? And one more thing. Today, I'm more successful, more richer, more happier without the UAE. I stay by myself. My brand is online. It's not even registered in UAE. So, what exactly is because of UAE? See, without the UAE, you would be nothing. Your mommy, daddy, brother, sister, camel, all would be nothing. So, it's your insecurities that you're sharing with me. Next one. You should have a picture of Sheikh Mohammed hanging on your wall to show your respect. Let me give you a news flash. This is Sheikh Mohammed's book, My Story. Okay? I've read it. I've read every page of this. And I've even underlined, if you actually see, I've even underlined the notes. Okay? And if you actually Google search, see, I've underlined the notes. If you actually Google search, I've put a book review of this. Book review and video review. I've read every line in this. Okay. This is one, My Story. Next one is, this is the book, My Vision by Sheikh Mohammed. Okay. And this book also, if you actually look, I've underlined and studied each and every word. Okay. So, I've literally gone through each and everything from his vision. See, you can see. Okay. So, I have both his books. I've read both his books. I put a YouTube video for both his books. I've written an article for both his books. And I highly recommend, for people, at least the first book. Tell me one thing what you have done. Have you put a video? Have you read the book? Have you read line by line? Have you written a blog about it? Just simply talking Sheikh Mohammed, Sheikh Mohammed, Sheikh Mohammed is like saying to someone, I love you. And that's it. Actions speak louder than words, my friend. What have you done? What have you done? I have at least done this. You have done nothing. And because I admire the leadership of Sheikh Mohammed, because I look at him as a successful business, I study and I grasp each and every word of his. What have you done? Tell me one thing what you have eaten. Okay, forget that. Here's another thing for you to think about. When do you normally put someone's photograph on the wall? Is when they're dead, at least in the Indian tradition. You put it up when they die, so you remember them. Why should I put Sheikh Mohammed's photograph on my wall when he's still alive? That's one more thing. And here's a bigger thing. If I put it up on my wall, it'll do what? Do you know what have I put on my wall? Can you see it? No, you can't see. So why the show business? Why to put? Remember this, if you really respect someone, it shows through your action, number one. And second one is, what matters more is what is inside, not what is external. So for you, I personally think you should put his photograph on his wall everywhere. In fact, here's a bigger thing for you. If you really were the follower of Sheikh Mohammed, if you really admired him, you would represent his values. This letter that you have written, this comment, shows nothing of the class, the vision, the behavior, the values of Sheikh Mohammed. Not one. Nowhere. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Coming to the next one. That without him, your life wouldn't exist the way it be around. My dear friend, without Sheikh Mohammed, okay, life goes on. For you being a Dubai local shokal, you feel, oh, Sheikh Mohammed, Dubai, There is a world out there who doesn't know Sheikh Mohammed, who doesn't know Dubai, who doesn't know any fucking thing. And life goes on for those people. In fact, this morning I met so many people. Nobody knows Dubai exists. So you need to get your head out of your ass. That's the only way. So I don't blame you because you're a local shokal. Okay, next one. If you are born anywhere else in the world, including the West, if you're born anywhere else in the world, including the West, especially in India, you wouldn't be fit to unclog the toilets. Okay. Technically, I was born in India. So that's number one. So if I was born anywhere else, I was not born in UAE. I was born in India. First mistake that you made. Get your facts right. See, when you assume, it's like you speak from your ass. Okay. Second one. Being born in the West is much better than being born in UAE because you get citizenship and you get a lot of perks and benefits which you never get in UAE. So wake up. Next one is, wouldn't be fit to unclog the toilets. Here's my challenge to you. Without the UAE government, what job would a local shokal get? A local shokal wouldn't get any fucking job. Nobody would fucking employ you. Challenge to you. Get the fuck out of UAE if you can. See who will offer you a fucking job. You even to operate a sewage tank, you need to have skills which you don't fucking have. Okay, and you are talking of unclog the toilets after Eid. What the fuck is Eid? Is it a global event? It's only your fucking festival, man. It's only your celebration. Outside, nobody fucking gives a rat's ass about. It's like me saying, without Christmas, you would not be fit to unclog the toilets after Christmas. Who the fuck cares about Christmas? Only Christians do. You think Hindus do? You think Buddhists do? You think atheists do? See, the thing is, you feel your small little world is everything. After it, you would unclog the door. Who the fuck cares? Yeah. See, and here's another thing. Let's say, for example, you'd go for an interview. Okay, I'm telling you how it'll actually be. Okay, tell me something about yourself. You'll go. My name is Ahmed Khalid Al-Kharban bin Qaboos Al-Shawarma. My father ride camel. My mother ride my father. I have one sister from first cousin, second sister from second cousin, brother from third cousin, and one camel from, we have camel in the house. My experience, we driving four-wheel drive, drinking karak chai, wearing kandura, putting bukhur, smell nice, working shopping mall, smoking shisha, drinking shawarma, and again having chai before sleeping. And yes, taking my father's visa card to buy, this thing. So then the interview will ask you, so what is your salary? Oh, my salary expected, nothing much. I just want $10,000 salary. And then the interview will ask you, so what are you good at? I'm very good at stamping paper. Paper, I stamp. I know 1, 2, 3. I know smartphone chatting. And I know how to. Hello. Ah, Fadal. Shoo in the. Ahmed, how are you? I know how to talk on the phone. This thing. And yes, I also know how to pray. I pray 5 times. 5 times of his time, I pray and I go home on time. So this is my expertise. Okay. And experience, what is your experience? The guy would ask you. Experience, a lot of experience. I no job after college. No job. I get free money from Sheikh Mohammed, great Sheikh, give free money, free house, free electric, free water, free four-wheel drive, free visa card, everything free. So that's my experience. And last, the interview would ask, oh, so what is your future goal? Hopefully, our goal is to score against Qatar in football. We will score goal. Goal. We will score goal. So that is our future goal, because right now Qatar put fuck our ass very badly in UAE. Qatar score goal, not left. It's not good. It is very bad. So that is future goal. That we score goal. So that is goal. Okay. And I'm local, so no need visa. Okay. So that would be how you normally go for an interview. So now the fact of the matter is, you can hope and wish just to get a fucking job only in the UAE. You'll never get it anywhere else, and you know what I'm saying is true. Okay, let's go back to your letter. So you say, so every time you want to be real and speak the truth about UAE, be sure to state that the stones you threw from your own glasses were built from the same house you throw rocks at. What the fuck are you talking? But anyway, to answer your question, you're saying, if you want to be real and speak the truth about UAE, be sure to speak about the stones of my own house. That means about India. If you Google search on YouTube, you'll see that I criticize India. I criticize Indians. I've criticized whether it is the government, whether it is the rape culture, whether it's poverty, corruption. I've done that. Here's my challenge to you. Since you're saying be real, which I've done, I challenge you to be real. Number one is put your real fucking name, which you don't have the balls to do that, number one. Number two is, why don't you forget criticizing Sheikh Mohammed? He's a great leader. How about speaking about human rights abuse that UAE is known for? Google search, you'll find in Wikipedia. How about speaking about UAE's corporate racism? Everyone knows that. You know that. I know that. How about speaking about, okay, forget all that. Prostitution, which is going on. Go to Dera. Go to Dubai. You'll see the prostitution. How about speaking about that? How about speaking about the black money? Here's some topics that I gave you. How about you speaking about it? I spoke about the drawbacks about India. I spoke about all the corruption, the rape culture, about the politics. Google search Loy Machedo, India criticism. I challenge you. You do that. I can assure you, you will not survive. You will not. So, you talking about me being real? Forget all this. You're talking about me being real and speak. Have the fucking balls to put your fucking name instead of some Yoshida Kamaru and acting like a big fucking keyboard warrior. Next one. Without the UAE, there's no Loy Machedo. Right now, I'm without the UAE. I'm still Loy Machedo. I'm still there. Oh, hello. Okay. India would have never produced Loy Machedo, the brand, that you make the money today. Let me give you a wake-up call, my ignorant friend. India would have never produced Loy Machedo. Okay. India has produced Mukesh Ambani, Sachin Tendulkar, Mary Kom, Shah Rukh Khan, A.R. Rahman. Do you know who they are? In fact, the richest people in the world, Mukesh Ambani, 47.3 billion. Aziz Premji, 21 billion. These are all dollars, huh? Lakshmi Mittal, 18.3 billion. Hinduja Brothers, 18 billion. Paloni Mystery, 15.7 billion. Shiv Nadir, $14.6 billion. Godrej Family, $14 billion. Dilip Sanghvi, $12.6 billion. Oh, okay, so I've given you the richest, how many? Top 8 in the world. Billions. 43 billion, 21 billion, 18 billion. Can you tell me where is local chocal in this? Okay, singers. How many singers? Indian, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, all these famous singers who are there. Where are the singers? Bollywood. I've heard of Bollywood. I've never heard of UAE hood, Dubai hood. There's no fucking movies coming from there. There's no agriculture. India has massive agriculture. There's no fucking industries. India has fucking industries. The GDP of India versus the dot of Dubai? Can you compare that? Can you compare the fucking military? The fucking military of India, which is so fucking huge, versus the dot of UAE? In fact, globally, let's look at globally. Satya Nadella is the CEO of a $78 billion company, Microsoft. Indra Nooyi, Indian again, who is the main person for PepsiCo, 66 billion. Anshu Jain, CEO of Deutsche Bank, 43 billion. Ivan Menezes, Diageo, 18 billion. Rakesh Kapoor, Ricket Benska is 16 billion. Ajit Jain, Berkshire Hathaway, 10 billion. Ajay Banga, MasterCard, 7 billion. Piyush Gupta, DBS Group Holding, 6 billion. Sanjay Malhotra, ScanDisk, 5 billion. Sanjay Jha, Global Foundry, 6 billion. I've given you 10 Indians who run global companies. My challenge to you, give me 10 Arab locals who are running global fucking companies. Arab locals, Emirati, local chokal, show me. Okay, forget CEO. Show me director level, not Emirati local for Emirati company. Emar, Nakil is all UAE company. Show me Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Show me Citibank globally. Any company you can think of? Even one local? Not even one. Okay, next one. Only in UAE, someone like you can be created. Only in UAE, atheist like me, womanizer, fully tattooed guy. So you're trying to insult the UAE or praise the UAE? Please explain to me. Are you trying to insult the UAE? UAE's values is as per Islam. So only in UAE they can create someone like me, atheist, tattooed guy. Only in UAE you should someone like you should be created, so you should be grateful. Then the ending, what you say is on a side note. If you ever travel or go through UAE, there's a special ordered crane to lift an 18-ton sized dildo right in your rectum with a rectum ball, and I'll be the first one to volunteer to take a swing. First things first. If I ever travel to UAE, which you said, I wouldn't. Why? Because I don't see any reason. I don't see anything great about UAE. I don't want to travel. And given the fact that UAE has a very small tolerance for any criticism, I'm not stupid. That's number one. Second thing is, you have ordered a crane. That means I'm so special. So you have ordered a crane just for me. If you are coming, nobody would fucking order a small piece of, shit. Because you're worthless. Who would want to spend money? So you're spending money on me. And you're talking of a dildo size. Here's my question to you. Why do you know about dildos? You're a guy. What is the purpose of having knowledge about dildos? Means you have used a dildo for some reason. So that shows something about you. Guy using dildos, and you know the sizes. I don't know anything about dildos. I've seen a dildo on the internet, never used it, but since you know the sizes, I guess you must be using. And here's the best one. Here's the climax of the whole thing. I would be the first to volunteer to take a swing, that is in the rectum. Normally, being a guy, I would never tell a guy, I'll be the first one to fuck your ass. Do you know what that makes you when you tell someone, I'll be the first one to volunteer to put a dildo or to put my thing up someone's bum? So I guess you must be, Ahmed Al Khalil. My name is Muhammad. Muhammad. So could be. See, I have nothing against being toy. How, however, it's not very manly to tell someone, I'll be the first one to fuck your ass. Very gone me. In your bum, I'll put my ting ting. I normally don't go around telling people that because it looks pretty stupid. However, as a conclusion, you started this whole conversation by saying, I'm Emirati, I'm local, and you should be proud of Sheikh Mohammed. Okay? This same Sheikh Mohammed. Okay. Just imagine how proud Sheikh Mohammed would be to read your letter. I know why you have not put your name. You have not put your name because nothing you have stated here represents the values of an Emirati, represents the values of a Muslim, represents the values of a UAE citizen. It doesn't represent Sheikh Mohammed, it doesn't represent his views, it doesn't represent the greatness that Emiratis have. That is why you have kept your name hidden. In fact, let me ask you a simple thing. Why are you focused on me, man? Instead of being focused on me, instead of trying to, criticize and defend, you should be focused on you. This is the major problem with Emiratis. They are not focusing on what they can do for themselves, what value they can create. Instead, they're busy focusing on, how much salary getting, why he getting, I want more. Okay, why he like this, why he like that, why he... That's the fucking problem. You're not focusing on yourself. And last, if not the least, if you are really an Emirati local, really an Emirati local, like you said, of UAE, you'd show greatness, like Sheikh Mohammed shows. My mentor is Emirati local. He doesn't give a fuck who writes what, who says what. You can criticize Islam, he doesn't give a fuck. He is busy focusing on his work, on his brand. That's the same thing Sheikh Mohammed is doing. He's focusing on his country, he's focusing on his citizens. However, it is sad to see people like you who call themselves Emirati locals and don't fucking represent the true spirit. Because I'll tell you this much, UAE is a great country. However, its greatness now has halted because of citizens like you. The people who call themselves, I'm Emirati local, shokal. All you have is hot air, but nothing to follow. No actions. You only have words. And that is the only reason why you don't have a single CEO Emirati of a global company. You don't have a single great person from UAE or anywhere in the world, apart from Sheikh Mohammed and, MBZ. Apart from that, Mohammed bin Zayed and Sheikh Mohammed, and yes, hopefully his son. Majority of the locals. I'm sure there are many other Emirati locals who are in positions, but globally, no. So I hope this answers your question. Yoshida Karimaru. And I've answered it. And I'll tell you something. I've given you a response you'll never ever fucking forget in your life. I leave it open to you. And see, have a little class. I'll tell you this much. Have a little class. Because saying, dump the load on your mother, dump the load on, doesn't show that your upbringing, your values, your religion, or that you represent the ruler. It's not classy, my friend. These are some educational points this tattooed guy is giving. Even though I'm an atheist, looks like I have more values than you yourself. So this is what I have to say. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your views. And I know truth hurts.